नमस्कार। स्वागत है आप सबका अपने YouTube चैनल अनअकैडमी पे। कैसे हैं आप सबके सब? वेरी वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। वेलकम टू द अनअकैडमी YouTube चैनल। हाउ इज एवरीवन डूइंग? आई होप एवरीबॉडी इज डूइंग एब्सोल्युटली गुड, ग्रेट एंड फाइन। जल्दी से सारे के सारे जुड़ जाइए। शुरू कर रहे हैं हम अपना आज का सेशन, जहां करने वाले हैं ढेर सारी बातें विद रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट, जो आपको बहुत सारी मेहनत करवाएगा डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन में। ठीक है, तो आई होप सारे के सारे जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे साथ में। यस लिख के मुझे, सॉरी हाई लिख के मुझे भेज दीजिए। अगर सेशन में आप लोग आ चुके हैं तो हाई लिख के मुझे भेज दीजिए। डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन के सेकेंड सेशन में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सेकेंड सेशन है डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन पे, तो इसे ज़रूर जो है वो आप देखिएगा। सेकेंड सेशन है और कवर कीजिएगा सारे डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन को विद ईज। चलिए शुरू करते हैं सेशन। आगे चलने से पहले आपको बता दूं कि अनअकैडमी के फ्री प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप अटेंड कर सकते हैं मेरे साथ मैनेजमेंट और कॉमर्स को लेके फास्ट ट्रैक एमसीक्यू सीरीज, जिसमें लगभग 500 एमसीक्यूज आपको करवाने का टारगेट है। फ्री प्लेटफॉर्म पे अनअकैडमी के अटेंड कीजिए, इसे अनलॉक कीजिए क्लासेस को अनलॉक कोड से, विच इज़ फ्री क्लासेस को एक्सेस करने का कोड आशिमा लाइव। जल्द से जल्द इसे जो है आप देखिएगा। रोज़ हो रही है 9 PM पे, आपके टाइम की सुविधा के हिसाब से एवरी डे डेली 9 PM पे ये क्लासेस हो रही हैं, तो इसे ज़रूर अटेंड कीजिएगा। ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। रिवाइज इंडिया होने वाला है अनअकैडमी के फ्री प्लेटफॉर्म पे, इसे भी ज़रूर जो है एनरोल कीजिए। लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ है, बोथ पेपर 1 और 2 के लिए 10 यूनिट्स को कवर करते हुए। और साथ ही साथ में रिविजन के लिए सब्सक्राइब कीजिए अनअकैडमी को। सब्सक्रिप्शन पे 10% का डिस्काउंट अवेलेबल है विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस कोड आशिमा लाइव, 10% ऑफ। और इससे ज़्यादा अगर आपके पास में कुछ क्रेडिट स्टैंडिंग है, 10% से ज़्यादा ऑफ मिल जाएगा आपको। So don't forget to subscribe for May 2021 revision courses which are starting on the Unacademy platform, and crash courses are already going on. तो जल्द से जल्द अपनी प्रिपरेशन को अपटीन्थ बनाइए। आज का सेशन शुरू करते हैं और बात करते हैं हम लोग डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन के ढेर सारे क्वेश्चंस की। तो स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं आप, यहाँ पर आपको प्रोवाइड किया हुआ है डेटा। पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में डेटा को रीड करते हैं। डेटा में इन्होंने बताया हुआ है कि 5 कंपनीज हैं PQRST, 5 कंपनीज हैं PQRST, जिनके नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ टोटल गिवन है। P कंपनी में 400 एम्प्लॉयज़ काम करते हैं, Q में 650 काम करते हैं। इस तरह से डेटा जो है वो प्रोवाइडेड है आपको। ठीक है, अब इसमें इन्होंने कहा है कि आपका जो टेबल है आगे, उसमें परसेंटेज ऑफ मेल्स एंड फीमेल्स दे रखे हैं। HR डिपार्टमेंट में परसेंटेज में है ये, तो परसेंटेज एक्सप्रेशन है ये, परसेंटेज में दिया हुआ है। 12% है, 19% है, 28% है। फीमेल्स का भी 14%, 9% एंड 7% ऐसे दे रखा है। ठीक है, तो ये बात हो गई। ठीक, अच्छा अब आपको क्वेश्चन करना है इसका रीड करके और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है। तो आइए क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। तो क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है आपका यहाँ पर कि 60% ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ ऑफ कंपनी T, यानी कि कंपनी T की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे अभी हम, HR डिपार्टमेंट में हैव MBA डिग्री। ओके, 60% ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ ऑफ कंपनी T इन HR डिपार्टमेंट हैव MBA डिग्री and 40% of the employees of the same company in marketing department have MBA degree. How many employees have MBA degree in company T in both the departments together? So 60% and 40% आपको कैलकुलेट करना है। अब टोटल एम्प्लॉयज़ जो हैं वो आपको दे रखे हैं 300, ठीक है। तो कैलकुलेशन तो वहीं से की जाएगी, टोटल एम्प्लॉयज़ आपको दे रखे हैं 300, ठीक है। तो उसके हिसाब से आपको यहाँ पे जो है कैलकुलेशन करनी है शुरू, ठीक है। तो अब पहले तो HR डिपार्टमेंट के टोटल एम्प्लॉयज़ निकालने पड़ेंगे हमें 300 में से, क्योंकि HR में उन्होंने बोल रखा है कि मेल इज टू फीमेल का परसेंटेज गिवन है 12% एंड 18% का, ठीक है। 12% एंड 18% का आपको यहाँ पे गिवन है सारा आपका डेटा, ठीक है। ओके, अब ये टेबल में एक चीज़ और है कि 12% और 18% HR में है, 3% और 7% आपका जो है वो गिवन है आपकी मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में। तो बेसिकली आप इन सब का ईच का निकालेंगे अलग से, पहले नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़, फिर उसके बाद में आप जो है कंप्लीट करेंगे, देखेंगे कि इनका 60% एंड 40% कितना बनता है, ठीक है। यहाँ तक अगर क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया है तो मुझे बताइए, फिर मैं आपको आगे आगे लेके चलूँ इसमें। क्वेश्चन अगर क्लियर हो गया है तो मुझे बताइए यहाँ पे। और जो जो जुड़ चुके हैं वो ज़रा एक बार हाई पे लिख के भेज दीजिएगा सेशन में। चलिए देखिए, अब इसमें क्या है कि आपके 12% और 18% HR में एम्प्लॉयज़ दे रखे थे, तो 12 + 18% एम्प्लॉयज़, टोटल कितना हुआ आपका परसेंटेज? 30%, ठीक है। 30% ऑफ 300 एम्प्लॉयज़, ऑफ 300 एम्प्लॉयज़। तो कैन आई से आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी 90 एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं जो आपके HR डिपार्टमेंट में काम कर रहे हैं, राइट। अब इन 90 एम्प्लॉयज़ का 60%, इनका 60% जिनके पास में MBA डिग्री है, ठीक है। 90 एम्प्लॉयज़ का 60% के पास में MBA की डिग्री है। तो आपका यहाँ पे एम्प्लॉयज़ जिनके पास MBA डिग्री हुई 54 एम्प्लॉयज़, ठीक है। 54 एम्प्लॉयज़ हुए जिनके पास आपकी MBA डिग्री है। अब इसके बाद में हम देखते हैं मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट को। मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में 3 + 7 यानी कि टोटल 10% पीपल ऑफ 300 total employees, that is 30 employees, are those people who are working in marketing department, and out of them 40% have MBA. So 40%, 30 into 40%, 30 employees into 40%, 30 into 0.4, that is 12 employees have MBA. So the total people, total MBAs in the company is equal to 54 plus 12 is 16. 6 employees. Answer is E option, right? So I hope the question was easy for you to comprehend, right? Are we good to go? Moving on. Next question. Okay. Next question from the same data. Ratio of number of female employees of company Q in HR department to the number of male employees of company R in marketing department है, ये आपको फाइंड आउट करना है इसमें, राइट। नाउ Have a look at the question. यहाँ पे female HR निकालना है आपको HR डिपार्टमेंट में, and we are talking about Q company, right? So female HR is 10% here of 650. Female of HR in Q upon number of males of marketing in R, right? R company. So it's going to be total employees 650 and 10% are females. So it's going to be 10% of 650, that's 65, upon males of R. We have 500 employees and males are आपके here 4%. So 4% of 500. So it's going to be 65. That's 10% of 65 and 4% of 500 employees. 4% of 500 employees. That's 20. So 65 upon 20 is what the answer is. So we can divide it by the table of 5. So this comes 13 say, this comes 4 say, and 13:4 is the correct answer, right? So henceforth D is the right answer. I hope you guys get the answer. Let's move to next question. That will be the third question of the very same data. Let's look at the question. Let's have a look at the question. Now it says in the question, total number of HR employee of company P is what percent more than the total number of marketing employees of company T. Okay? So let's understand this very question and see how we can figure this question out. Here you go. Now, total number of employees of company P. Total employees in P. Okay, in HR. So in P, in HR, total employees, that's 12% plus 14%, right? So it's 12% plus 14%, that's equal to 26% of total employees of 400 employees, right? So obviously it's going to be 25% plus 1%. Your answer would be for this very question. Okay. So 1% हम निकाल सकते, we can calculate 25% as well. So it would be 104. 1% is 4 and 25% is आपका 100. So 104, right? Okay. Thereafter the question says, what percentage more as compared to total number of employees in T in marketing, right? That's what we're looking for. So T company, total employees 300 and total number of people in marketing is 3 plus 7, right? So here it's going to be 3% plus 7% is equal to 10%. All right, 10%. 10% and 10% of how many employees? 10% of 300 employees. So it's going to be 30. Now we have to find out the difference between both of them to find out the percentage more between both the employees. We know clearly that total people working in HR are more as compared to total employees working in marketing department. But what is the percentage difference? And we know we have to calculate that. So obviously it's going to be 104 minus 30 employees of marketing, the whole divided by 30 employees, because we are finding out more. So that means we have to compare it from the lesser amount, and that's why we are punching marketing employees being lesser in the denominator. Multiply by 100. So it's going to be 74 upon 30 into 100, right? And roughly it's going to be 246.6%. 246.6% is here. Okay. Option number D is the correct answer. I hope you guys comprehend the answer as well clearly, right? Okay. Good morning, Itmanul. Academy classes are not showing. Which classes are not showing, beta? Which class is not showing? Plus class happened in the morning at 8 o'clock. We had a probability class in the morning. We did numericals on probability today. वो class morning में हुआ था 8 o'clock पे. Next class on Unacademy Plus will be at 6 p.m. ठीक है? Today. Alright? चलो. Let's move to next question. I hope ये question सबका हो गया होगा. We move to the next question. Here you go. Okay. Now the next question says, what is the ratio of male employees in HR department of the company P and R together to the female employees of marketing department in company S&T together? So it's a lengthy question. Let's start with the question and solve the question. Now, here in this question it says, we are talking about male employees in HR of company P and R together. Male employees in HR. Male employees in HR, right? So it's going to be 12% of 400. That's 12% of 400 employees for P, taken along with 28% of 500 employees, right? 28% of 500 employees. So 12% of 400 is equal to 48, and 28% of 500 is equal to 140, right? If we add the numbers, what we get is total number of male employees together in company P and R is 188. That's total males. Total males in HR. Alright, great. Now we need to find out the next combination. That's the denominator we are supposed to look forward to. And observation से वैसे तो आंसर आ चुका है, but still we'll do the question completely and solve it. So we are looking forward to calculate female employees. Female employees in marketing department S&T together. Females in marketing in S&T together. Now total employees in S are 550 and 4% females are there. So we say 4% of 550 are basically those females who are working in marketing. Along with that, 7% females are working in T company out of 300 employees. So we say here that 7% of 300 are the females working in marketing department, right? The numbers are going to be 4% of 550 is 22 and 7% of 300 is 21. Add the numbers up, it's 43. Here, now we don't have to further divide it. We already have the correct ratio of comparison between both of these answers. It's 188 is to 43, and hence the correct answer is option number C. So I hope you guys get the point correct, right? So 188 is to 43 is the correct answer, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. I hope ये question solve हो गया हो आपका. चलिए. Now, here in this question, we have to calculate what is the difference between number of female employees of HR in all companies taken together, not including, that is excluding S, and we don't have to consider S. We have to take rest of the percentages and compare female employee of marketing department in all companies, excluding females of marketing, that of Q company. So we eliminate this. So we have to consider all these percentages. And thereafter we need to find the answer. Okay, I hope you get the contention of the question, everybody. Okay, chalo. Moving on, we are going to talk about solving this question. Okay. Now, let's do it. 14%, we start with 14% of 400 employees in company P belong to females in HR. So what we are going to do is calculate HR females for all the companies except S company. That's going to be 14% of 400 plus 10% of 650, so that's 65, plus 14% of 500, and excluding S, we are not going to consider S, 18% of 300. Alright? I hope you guys get the contention. Okay? We'll find the numbers and add them up. Let's first find the marketing females. Marketing females as well. So we'll do the calculation. Marketing females. Alright? Now marketing females is again 7% of 400 plus it's going to be, we are leaving Q because the question says you have to exclude Q. So it's going to be, next option is going to be 7% of 500 employees, 7% of 500 employees, 7% of 500 employees, plus it's going to be 4% of 550 employees, 4% of 550 employees, and thereafter 7% of 300 employees. 7% of 300 employees, this is the number. Okay. Now we have to find out the answers for everything and add the numbers up so that we get the exact answer. So let's start by calculating previous HR females. HR females, 14% of 400 shall be, 10% will be 40 and 4% will be 16. So it will be 40 plus 16, 56. So this is 56 plus 10% of 650 is 65 plus 14% of 500 is 50 plus 4% of 500 is going to be 20. So it's going to be 70, 50 plus 20 is 70, and 18% of 300 will be 30 plus 8%, that's 24. So it's going to be 54, right? So the total number, once we add these numbers, 56 plus 65 plus 70 plus 54, it's going to be 5, 4 and 5 and 10, 15. One carry forward, it's 13, 13, 19 and 24. So it's 245. That's the total HR females excluding from company S. We find For next company, which is, next marketing females, 7% of 400 is 28. 7% of 500 is 35. And next is 4% of 550, that's 22. And 7% of 300 is 21. All right. So let's add the numbers. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 and 2, 15, 16. Okay. And 1 carry forward. And 3, 6, 8. 3. 1 and 2, 3. 3 and 3, 6. And 2, 8. 8 and 2, 10. 106. So these are the numbers. Now what we have to do in the question? We have to find the difference. The question says find the difference. So that means it's going to be HR employees, HR females 245, that's HR for us, minus marketing for us, minus marketing. So it is 106, right? So the total is going to be, after reducing these numbers, 245 minus 106 is 139. So henceforth the correct answer is option number A. I hope you guys get the question correctly, right? So this was the 5th question in this very series. Very good, Advano, very good, nice. Okay, so we have done 5 questions from this particular data under the table chart. We move to the next question, which is going to be talking about another set of table charts. And this is where exactly we are going to focus now next. Here, number of boys and girls enrolled in 6 different sports in an academy during 6 different years in thousands has been provided to us in the form of data. So if we see in the table, it says that in the year 2011 to 16, that's 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, the courses which were being offered was badminton, wrestling, tennis, gymnastics and archery. Right? Archery, तीर कमान चलाना is archery. Alright? ठीक है? Now, here, we have to just dwell on to the question now directly. The question says to us, what is the average number of boys enrolled? What is the average number of boys enrolled in all sports in the year 2011? Okay, so it's a pretty interesting data we need to calculate here. So let's go ahead and do this calculation. Now, we have to look forward to 2011 and we have to talk about only boys and find the averages as well. 7.2, 13.3, only boys we are looking for. The question said boys enrolled in the year 2011. So 15.5, it's 12.6 and 2.7. So this is what exactly the data has been provided to us for, right? Now, here, we need to calculate the averages here, okay? So it's a pretty easy question, I would say. To find the average, what we'll do is, we'll add the numbers up. It's 7.2 plus 13.3 plus 15.5 plus 12.6 plus 2.7, and how many numbers are there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is upon 5, right? So add the numbers up, we get the answer as 51.3. If we add the numbers up, okay, 51.3 upon 5, and roughly the answer comes to be 10.26 in thousands, because it was supposed to calculate in thousands, and the answer for this would be option number A, which is the correct answer, right? Okay, are we good to go with this question? Moving on, we go to the next question, okay? There you go. Next question. Now in this question, we have to find out what is the average number of girls enrolled in wrestling during all years. Okay, so we have to find out girls first in wrestling, then girls, and in all the years. That means the entire data has to be added up to find the average of the same. So let's add the numbers. 3.2 plus 4.2 plus 12.8 plus 13.4 plus 5.2 and lastly 3.2. And what is the data number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it shall be divided by 6, right? The total for the numerator comes to be, is it 6? Yeah, it's 6. So the numerator comes to be how much? 3.2. It's 3.2 plus 4.2 plus 12.8 plus 13.4 plus 5.2 plus 3.2. So it's 42. 42 upon 6 divided by the table. The answer is going to be 7. Right? So the average number of girls enrolled is 7. Right? I hope you guys get the question. 7, right? 7 beta. Okay. You're welcome, Dive. Okay. Good morning, Vikas. Okay. Moving on to the next question. We did 2 questions on this data. Let's move to the third question here. Third question. Okay. Have a look at the question and tell me if you can solve it by yourself. Have a look at the question. Can you tell me if you can solve it by yourself? Is it possible that you can solve it by yourself? Let's give it a shot. See, here it says we have to find the difference. Difference between what? The number of boys and girls enrolled. Where? Enrolled in gymnastics, okay, in the year 11, 12 and 13. So in gymnastics, difference between boys for the year 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13 as compared to girls, and we have to find the differences, right, out of them as well. Okay. Now the number is in thousands. 12.6 is basically 12,600. I hope you guys get that point right? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see the data. For boys, it's actually 12.6 plus 18.4 plus 19.3. So the total comes to be 50.3 thousand. Right? Great. Now for girls, it is obviously 4.1 plus 4.3 plus 10.3. Alright. Total comes to be 18.7 thousand. Now if you have to find the difference between these numbers, it's obviously going to be 50.3 thousand minus 18.7 thousand. Alright, now here the difference here is going to be 31.6 thousand. 31.6 thousand. Now the options were quite confusing. 31.6, 316 that ways, right? But the correct answer here is 31.6. So I hope you guys get the question right and you have solved it. 31.6. Perfect. Very nice. Advanul and Divik. Very good. Okay. I hope Vikas also solves the question. Okay. Ciao. Moving on, next question. Have a look at the question. By what percentage is the number of boys enrolled in archery in 2015 is more than that of girls in the same course and in the same year? Right? That is what we are supposed to calculate here. Right? So let's start the calculations. Now it says we have to talk about percentage of number of boys enrolled in archery in 2015. So that was 14.8, right? And it's more than that of girls in the same course in the same year. So we have to find out the percentage difference between both of them, right? So it's going to be 14.8 minus 3.2 the whole divided by 3.2 100. So it's going to be 11.6 upon 3.2 multiplied by 100, right? So it's going to be, if you put off the zeros, put off the decimals and put in a 0 here, you can solve the question. Okay, solve the question. So here it's going to be 362.5 and the numbers are in actually thousands, but the question is not asking you to put it in thousands. So 362.5 is what we get it. So the correct answer is 362.5, right? D is the correct answer. Everybody gets it? Are we good to go with the calculation part? Is everybody able to do the question? Okay, chalo. Moving on. Next question. Next question. Now it says, in the given year, in which sports number of boys enrolled show a consistent increase? Now you have been provided here 5 options and there are 5 sports. So you have to look at every other option and you're looking forward to a consistent increase which you have to see. Okay, and in which sports? So if we have a look with respect to only boys, it was 7.2, then it fell down, then it increased, then it increased, then it increased, then it increased, right? But there was a fall here. There was a fall here. If I have a look at wrestling, there is an increase here. There is an increase here, but there is a fall here, right? There is again a very heavy fall here and there is an increase here. So obviously wrestling is not going to be the answer. Neither badminton can be the answer, right? If I look at, let's say gymnastics, we see an increase, and a fall here. And then there is an increase and another fall. So gymnastics is also not our answer. If I talk about archery, it's an increase, another increase, but a huge fall. So we say clearly archery is not the answer. Let's go to tennis. Tennis, it's an increase, again an increase, and again an increase. So a consistent increase was what we were looking forward to. So there was no fall at all involved in tennis. So we say the correct answer for this question is tennis, right? Easy question, by observation it was solvable. So tennis was the answer. Very nice. Okay, everybody have done it. Great. Okay, Vikas and Bamar, everybody has done it. Good, perfect, very nice. Okay, moving on. I'm going to add a few questions for you here so that go ahead and also do a few more questions. So let me just add some questions for you here, and we do a few more questions here for you. There you go. Let me just draw a question so that you would be able to perform the question for me. Here. So I'm giving you a bar graph right now, and we'll solve a bar graph question as well, because this will be the second session on data interpretation. So we have already done 2 sessions. So I don't want to leave any stone unturned, and we should be practicing. And also there is a series running on the Unacademy free platform, easy series on data interpretation, research and people development. So you can attend that series as well to make your preparation robust. So don't forget to Attend that. So the green bar represents almonds. It represents almonds. Okay, almonds. And okay, the blue ones represent walnut. The blue ones represent walnut. Blue ones represent walnuts. Alright. And one more thing we can just throw into the data so as to make the data more rich in content. Let's put in raisins in this. Let's put in raisins in it. So it's a basket of dry fruits which we are talking about here, right? So let's put in raisins here. So we have raisins as well. So purple represents raisins. Okay. Now the x and y axis here, talks about sales and it talks about duration, 2018, 2019, 2020 and 2021, which is still going on, right? Okay, the sales are 100, 200, 300 and 400, right? And 500 obviously is here. Now the question for you guys is that what is the percentage increase or decrease, what is the percentage increase or decrease in raisins in the given duration, So that means you have to consider the entire duration. That's 2018 say 2021 then. So if you have a closer look, you can see that raisins which are roughly 280, if we draw a dotted line here, it's representing 280 and it's 250. Let's take it 250. Yeah? Clearly 250 will be the better portion representation here. So let's say it's 250. Okay, 250 is what we can see. It has the level 250. And we see that there is a percentage decrease in raisins because here the raisins show us a data of 100. So there is a clear decline. So if it's a decline, we have to calculate the decrease. It's going to be 250 minus 100, old value minus new value, upon old value, that's 250. You have to compare previous se kitna decrease has happened from previous. What is the decrease which has happened? So it's clearly going to be 150 upon 250 multiplied by 100, and it's going to be seeing a 60% decrease. It's a 60% decrease, right? So I hope you guys get the question right. It's a 60% decrease which has happened for raisins, right? Done? Now, shall we move to another question? Let's do another question on this and we should be able to comprehend it more better calculation wise. So let's see. What is the difference between percentage decrease of almonds and walnuts That's what you're supposed to calculate here. So it's asking you to calculate first percentage decrease of almonds and then the percentage decrease of walnuts as well, and then negate the both of them to find the difference. That's what the question is asking us to do. So let's have a look at almonds. Almonds was 400 previously and then it decreased to roughly 350. So it was 400. Now it looks to be hovering around 350. So the percentage decrease in almonds is provided to be 400 minus 350 upon previous value of 400 into 100. So we see the answer is 50 upon 400 multiplied by 100. So there is a decrease of 12.5%. Right? This is what almonds was all about. If I talk about walnuts, percentage, this was decrease now. So percentage decrease in walnuts. Thereafter what we are going to do is we are going to find out the difference between both these percentages as well. Okay, 12.5 and the answer for the walnuts. Walnut is blue colored and we see that clearly in the start it was 200. The old value was 200 and there is a decrease which has happened. And right now the decrease is hovering around 150. So 200 minus 150 divided by old value, that's 200 multiplied by 100. So it's going to be 50 upon 200 multiplied by 100. So it's 25%, right? It's 25%. And if I reduce these two numbers, the answer for this question is going to be 12.5% is the difference between both the percentages. But it never said that you have to minus almond mein se walnut or walnut mein se almond. So we are being prudent. We are reducing 25% minus 12.5% and we are finding out the answer for this very question, right? And hence that's it. So that's it from my side for this, right? I hope you guys get the point, right? Just let me know in the chat if this question is also clear to you, and we shall be winding off the session now, right? So that will be all from my side with respect to this very topic, and we shall be meeting next in our session. Don't forget to attend the live classes happening on the free platform. 500 MCQs being practiced for management and commerce every day at 9 p.m. Also, don't forget to subscribe for crash courses, revision courses at a 10% discount with the code Ashima Live. And also don't forget to attend the easy series wherein I'm making sure that your gray areas such as data interpretation, such as people development and environment and research are improvised so as to make them your best areas, right? That's it from my side. Thank you so very much for watching. Wish you all the very best. A happy Holi, and don't forget to like the session. Thank you. Take care. God bless.